So hello guys. So in this lecture we're gonna cover some basic C programming language. Okay. So first in your C programming, so we need two things. Okay. So one is your text editor. Okay. Then next is your compiler. Okay. So text editor. So what we are using STM32. Okay. So this is where we code our program. Okay. And the extension will be named as .c. Okay. So there are other things also. We can use Notepad, brief, epsilon, emacs and all. Okay. So it can be varying with respect to different operating system as well. Okay. Windows, Linux and all. Okay. Then this code, right? So this code should be given to your compiler. Okay. So that will compile your human code to your machine language. Okay. So that your CPU, okay, so CPU can able to execute your program. Okay. So that's what we use here, your MinGX. Okay. So that will be your C compiler here. Okay. So now your program structure. So the basic program structure, how it will be. So first we have your header file. So any can say your any functions you are using. Okay. So its commands will be stored in this header file. For instance, if you are using printf, so this function is used to print a code. Okay, print code that is given in double dots or print any user variable. Okay, variable that has been asked to print by the user. Okay, so this command is been stored in this header file. Okay, so we don't need to define every time. So for a function, we need to create, if the function, if you are calling a function means you need to define it at the end. Okay, so we don't need to define it every time. Okay, so that function definition is stored in this header file. Okay, so the preprocessor commands, the functions, then next is your main. So this is where your main code has been dialed in. Okay, so we have void and in. Okay, mainly. So if you are using void, we don't need to return any variable. Okay, but if you are using int, we need to return something. Okay, or else it will return some other garbage. It will in turn become a noise or a bug to the system. Okay, so and this is your command. Okay, so this program will not be executed by your coding. Okay, so this is for the user to read. Okay, so we need preprocessor commands, function, variables, expression, statements and expression, and comments. Okay, so your tokens. So tokens, so we have various tokens. So it can be a keyword, identifier, a constant, a string. So we can say a string literal or any symbol. Okay, so this is how a token will look like. Okay, it consists of any one of these 5 types. Okay, and every statement should have a semicolon which will terminate that statement. Okay, so print f, they just put printf underscore hello world. Okay, so if I don't give this semicolon means this statement is not entered. Okay, so that will cause an error, okay, to your system. So you need to give a semicolon to end that particular statement. Okay, then next is your comment. So this is totally ignored by your compiler. Okay, so compiler doesn't execute this one. Okay, so it just takes your C programming just for a user. Okay, then next is your identifier. So this is to use to identify variable, functions, array. It is a naming convention. Okay, so uniquely represent this parts. So your rules for your identifier. Okay, so it should be between your A to Z. Should start from A to Z. Okay, or an underscore. Okay, so we don't need to use space. No space should be used like this, my variable and all. Instead, this should be used like my underscore variable, or just no space or no underscore. Then you can also use numbers. Okay, then it cannot be any keywords. Okay, so we will see what keywords are there. Okay, then next is that it should be case sensitive, the variable and the, see, it should be case sensitive, which means variable, so this is say one variable is equal to 2 and variable is equal to 3 means, so this is one variable, this is another variable, okay. Then no special character at asterisk dollars, so this should not be used, and no space should be used, okay. So this is some sample valid identifiers and invalid identifiers. So it should not start with digit, rather it should be followed from the letter. So first we start with the letter, then we can start with the digit, okay. So no keywords and no space. So the keywords are the reserved things, okay. So this will have its own command, okay. So if, else, okay, so it has a separate, you can say, or functions, okay. So this cannot be used as a variables, okay. So these are already reserved ones, okay. So these are the reserved things we have. So break, case, character, constant, continue, default. So you will see what this is one by one, okay. When we just go to our course, we will use it in the code and we'll see how these things are being used and why we use and all, okay. Then next is your standard C library, okay. So we see that we need this library, okay, if you want to use certain functions, okay. So first we have your complex H. So if you are dealing with, say, complex number, which means 3 plus 4i, so I means -1, right. So if you are dealing with complex number, so that you can see that variables, okay, the functions, the commands that deal with these numbers, we use complex H. Then next is your C type H. So this is for your characters, okay, character manipulation, okay. So we just check whether it is caps or the length, like that, these things we use this character C type.h. Then next is your limits.h. So this is used for your macros, okay. So your maximum, minimum, okay, the limits, boundaries, okay, of the various data types, we use it, your limits, okay. Then math function we use for mathematical functions, okay, square, divide, product, like that, okay. Then next is your stdbool, okay. So this is for your variable arguments capture, okay. So this is function that when you have, can say, your variable has number of arguments, okay, that time we use this thing, not single argument, if you have multiple arguments, okay, that time we use this stdrt.h, okay. Then next is that we have your boolean, okay. So this is for your boolean type, so which is true or false, okay, that is your boolean type. Then next is your stdint. So this is for your fixed type integers, okay, which means fixed integers, fixed width. So the width is should be fixed, okay. So like unint we have, right. So unsigned integers, so when we use that, we use stdint, okay. Then stdio, so this is for your printf, scanf, for input and output operations, okay. So we use stdio.h. Then std library, okay, once again, yeah, std library. So this is for your manipulation of strings, okay, string length, okay, string copy and all, we use your no, that is for string.h, okay, that is for string handling, okay. So your std library is used for your random number generation, okay, random number generation we use, okay. So you can use for size of an variable, okay. So that we use std library. Then for string we use string operation, we use string.h. Then for manipulating time, okay, say we need to find current time, current execution time. Okay, so if you are manipulating with some time related parts, we need this time.h. Okay, so these are the standard C plus C, I can say C libraries. Okay, so that's it for this lecture. So we just seen how your C programming structure. Okay, and what the main thing we need to know about your header file, then your main function. Okay, main function. Okay, then your statement just seen, and what are the identifiers. Okay, we use the naming identification. Okay, what are there. Okay, so that's it for this video. So thank you guys.